the 6-1 Minnesota Vikings. Hit that subscribe button. Let's keep the momentum going. Let's keep the positive vibes heading our way. The Vikings beat the Cardinals today. Hey, they're on a 5-game winning streak. We're gaining subscribers like left and right. Hit that subscribe button right now. Welcome to the Vikings Now. I am your host, Patrick Seatman, and what a great feeling that was. The Minnesota Vikings handled business against the Arizona Cardinals in another just up and down, heartbreaking fashion type of ball game. It was a ton of fun to watch. It was a great game, and I'm going to be going over my 5 notes, kind of key takeaways that I had while I was watching the game. Break down some stats with you guys, of course, but hey, they're 6-1. It feels damn good. My number one takeaway, though, I understand the Vikings have not played their best football yet. They have not put together a full 4 quarters. But a win is a win. I mean, the last 5 wins dating back to the Detroit Lions game, I think in week 3, they have all been ugly. The Saints game was ugly. The Bears game was ugly. And this game was kind of ugly. If you look at the stats right now, Kyler Murray, he honestly, every time I watch him play, he's just a video game character at quarterback. He did have 2 pretty brutal interceptions, though, late in the second half. DeAndre Hopkins, probably one of the best catches of the year, a one-hander over Harrison Smith. But Kirk Cousins, him going 24-36, 232 yards and 2 tutties. Dalvin Cook, 20 carries, 111 yards and 1 touchdown. Adam Thielen, 6 receptions, 67 yards. Good to see him back, getting some quality reps with this team. But a win is a win. That was a gritty win. But hey, we're 6-1 on a 5-game win streak. Honestly, I don't care how you win. Just as long as you come out of games that you're supposed to win, like this one, that's all that matters. My second note, can't believe I'm actually saying this right now. Dalvin Cook is back. I haven't really slandered Dalvin Cook too much on here, but I've always kind of been under the impression that I do find him a little overrated, and that's just personally me. Whenever I'm watching him, sometimes he runs kind of soft to me. I think he's lost a step. Obviously, he's now 27 years old, but he was fantastic today. 20 carries, 111 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Dalvin Cook. And really, I think it was coming off that bye. I think when you have Dalvin Cook fresh legs, whether it's week 1 of the season or coming off the bye, September Dalvin Cook, as we like to joke around and call him, there may not be another running back in the league that I would want in my backfield than Dalvin Cook. If he has completely fresh legs, Dalvin Cook, great to see him get back to it today. Shout out to him. But hey, this will be the pinned comment on today's video. I want you guys to get down there. Give me your one-word reaction to this game. I'm going to go a little cop-out answer. I'm just going to go crazy. It was a crazy game, up and down, like I was mentioning. Obviously, you guys watched it, but I want your guys' one-word reaction to the game down below. I'll make that the pinned comment on today's video. Number 3, Justin Jefferson. This guy's still unguardable. Obviously, I'm wearing his jersey now. This is, I think, 5 post games in a row. I've worn his jersey, and we're 5-0. He's incredible, man. I love watching Justin Jefferson just play football. Today, he had, I think, 6 receptions for 98 yards. Honestly, him having a kind of quiet game by his standards, and he was still dominant throughout the entire game. I swear he is open on every single play. It feels like he's just got that knack. He's just got that ability, and there's not a corner that can take him one-on-one in man. Anytime they went one-on-one with him in man coverage today, he dominated. The separation he gets on these routes is incredible. I love watching Jefferson play. Honestly, it's crazy how he's in year 3 right now. He's still going to keep getting better. I'm just grateful that the Eagles took Jalen Reagor at 21st overall and not Justin Jefferson. 4th takeaway, this dude was phenomenal today. Zadarius Smith. Zadarius Smith might be the best off-season NFL free agent signing this year. He had 2 sacks today, getting him up to 7.5 sacks on the season and 2 TFLs. He was great. Honestly, he's really picked it up the last 3 weeks or so. I've loved watching him play. I think he just adds this dynamic of having Danielle Hunter and Zadarius Smith. You can't really chip either of them, or you have to pick and choose to chip either one, and then the other one's one-on-one. I think teams are starting to realize maybe they should start chipping Zadarius Smith a little bit more and not chip Danielle Hunter as much. But hey, he was fantastic today. He was a key reason why the Vikings ended up getting a victory, 34-26. Consistent pressure on Kyler Murray throughout the game. Just awesome having 2 elite edge rushers at that position. I mean, it just makes everything easier on defense, and he is a key contributor to another Vikings win. Now, what say you? Predict the Vikings record after today. If you guys remember, after week 1, if you guys have been tuning in for a while, I had 15-2. Everybody kind of laughed at me. After week 2, that loss to the Eagles, I was back down to reality. I was around 10-7 at that point. I think I'm back to 15-2. I think this team could actually win 13, 14, 15 games with the way their schedule's set up right now, the way they're playing football, and it doesn't even feel like they're playing their best football, and they're still winning games. I want you guys to get down and comment, predict the Vikings record after today's win. 5th takeaway, Kirk Cousins. Ice cold Kirk. 4-game winning drives on the year now. 4 in a row. Kirk Cousins was great today. He was a little inaccurate in certain spots of the game today. He did, I think it was 2 third downs in the first quarter. He did he just missed a couple throws. Ended up being the Vikings punting the football, but 24-36, 232 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Kirk. And did you see that 15-yard rushing touchdown in the red zone? That's something I've been calling for him to do for the last 3 years in Minnesota. Yes, he's not the most mobile guy. He's not Lamar. He's not even Mahomes or Allen or type of those guys. But he can move a little bit, and he just needs to use his legs a little more. Obviously, he's not going to have some game-breaking speed, but when he does what he did today, picking up a key touchdown in the red zone on a 3rd down, do that over again. Use your legs more, Kirk. Honestly, I'm starting to get all in on Kirk Cousins, leading the 6-1 football team right now. Final question on today's video, who is the MVP? I think this is a good question. I think you could go a ton of different ways. I'm going to go Zadarius Smith. I think he was just a game record today. Obviously, the defense still gave up 26 points, but he was fantastic. I thought he was great the entire game. But get down in the comments and let me know who is your MVP versus the Cardinals. Hey, my top 5 notes, a win is a win, gritty win. I don't care how we're doing it. We're 6-1. Dalvin Cook being back, I've always been kind of scratching my head at Dalvin Cook, honestly, the past couple games. He just doesn't really look the same. But him coming off a bye, he looked great. And then Jefferson, I mean, he just does what Jefferson does, man. He was great today throughout the entire outing. Zadarius Smith, like I just mentioned, I think he would be my MVP of the game today. Just what he's able to do defensively and from that edge spot is fantastic. And then our boy, Kirk Cousins. Never thought I'd be saying it going into the year. I really think he has a little bit of clutch gene in him. I think he's got that angry Kirk, that ice cold-blooded Kirk Cousins. I love to see it so far. So overall, Vikings winning 34-26 in a could have been a heartbreaker again. I mean, Kyler Murray, he does make plays. I mean, I swear to God, anytime the pocket collapses on that guy, he just moves his little legs and just scurries on out of there. He is tough to bring down. DeAndre Hopkins was fantastic again. 11 receptions, 135 yards, and 1 touchdown. And that unreal one-handed grab back of end zone. Harrison Smith was pretty much face guarding him, and he just kind of poked his arm out and got a nice little nab. Kirk was great again. Dalvin Cook, like I mentioned, he was great again today. And Adam Thielen. It was actually good seeing Adam Thielen getting involved today because he has been quiet. We've been kind of looking for that wide receiver 2 to step up. And we always think it's Adam Thielen as the clear-cut wide receiver 2. But honestly, we haven't really had it this season. So credit to Adam Thielen, kind of showing that little wide receiver 2 mentality. And then shout out to KJ Osborne. He had a great touchdown in the 4th quarter that kind of solidified the game. Actually gave the Vikings the lead. A little toe drag swag back right of the end zone. But hey, I'm going to be talking about the Vikings all year long on Twitter. Go follow me right there at Pat Seatman NFL. I love chopping it up with you guys, talking Vikings football, Vikings news, Vikings rumors, whatever it may be. Go follow me on Twitter right there. Skol Vikes, we're 6-1. Hey, waking up tomorrow, it's going to be great waking up on another Victory Monday. And you know what? F the Packers. We'll end it at that. They're not winning the division. The Vikings got this thing locked up. F the Packers. Skol Vikes.